If you're watching this, there's a good chance you've been really harsh on yourself lately. Talking to yourself in ways you'd never talk to someone you care about. And that's a lot more common than people admit. The fact that you're trying to improve already says that you want to care about yourself. And that's one of the bravest things to do. So I want to share 3 tips to help yourself improve your relationship with you. Tip 1. Change the way you speak to yourself. This one's important, as many people don't understand that self-love does not start with confidence. It starts with how we speak to ourselves. Our brain doesn't understand the difference between what others say to us and what we say to ourselves. If we constantly think negative opinions about ourselves, like I'm useless or I'm not good enough, our brain takes it as fact instead of opinion. Over time, our nervous system stays in a constant state of stress and shame, which kills our motivation and lowers confidence. That's why being harsh on yourself doesn't make you better. It makes growth harder. A simple way to explain it would be, imagine you're in the gym, and every time you do a bicep curl, you're making your arms grow. It works the same way every time you say, I'm useless, or I'm worthless. It trains your brain to treat that as fact. So here's what you should be doing. Self-love does not mean lying to ourselves and say that we're perfect. Instead, we should be replacing with, I'm worthless, with, I'm learning, and I'm not where I want to be yet. This works because it doesn't deny our pain, or inflate our ego, and it prevents self-attack. Self-love starts with self-neutrality instead of self-praise. So what I want you to do is to talk to yourself with more respect every day. Whenever you catch yourself believing you are worthless, or what your personal reason is, pause and change your thought to, I'm human, I'm allowed to make mistakes and still be worthy of self-respect. You don't need to convince yourself that you're perfect. You just need to convince yourself that you're not worthless. Tip 2. Separate who you are from what you do. A lot of people hate themselves, not because of who they are, but because of mistakes, habits, or moments they regret. This is called over-identification. Your brain takes one action and turns it into an identity. For example, imagine you fail a test. Your brain makes you feel like you're stupid. You feel unmotivated. You feel that you're lazy. You mess up socially. You feel like you're unlikable. These are annoying and can suck in the moment. Actions are a temporary state, not a permanent trait. You're not your lowest moment or your worst day. Whenever you start to say, I did something I don't like or felt uncomfortable with, but that doesn't mean I'm unlikable. That mental separation lowers shame, and when shame drops, change becomes possible. You don't grow by hating yourself into improvement. You grow by holding yourself accountable without destroying your worth. For the end of each day, I want you to write down one thing you done that day, then what you learned from it, and then what you still value about yourself. Use a small diary, like a notepad. Tip 3. Build self-respect through small promises you keep. Our first 2 tips were about how we speak to ourselves and how we separate our worth from our mistakes. But self-love doesn't stop at thoughts. It shows up in how you treat yourself every day. Our brain slowly learns who we are by watching what we consistently do. Small acts of self-respect slowly rebuild trust within ourselves. Huge changes are not required, just consistency. And these actions can be anything, such as eating properly, sleeping well, stepping away from things that harm you, going somewhere even when we don't feel confident, and keeping promises you make to yourself. Self-love is not saying that you're perfect. It's saying, I'm worth taking care of, even on my worst days. Treat yourself like someone you're responsible for helping. Conclusion. So in summary, self-love doesn't start with confidence or motivation. It starts with how you treat yourself when things are hard. For tip 1, I want you to speak yourself with respect. The voice in your head matters more than you realise. If you wouldn't say it to someone you care about, don't say it to yourself. For tip 2, I want you to separate who you are from what you do. Write down your experiences, write down what you learned, and write down at least one thing you value about yourself every day, even on bad days. And tip 3, make small promises to yourself and keep them. Not big life-changing goals, just small commitments that build trust within yourself over time. You don't need to become someone new to love yourself more. You need to start treating yourself like someone worth caring about. But that concludes our 3 tips. I really want you to apply these to your lives, even if it's just for a few weeks, and see how it affected you. A Bible verse I've featured quite often in my videos. which applies to right now, is Romans 8:18. For I consider that our present sufferings are not worthy to be compared with the glory that will be revealed in us. This is my favourite Bible verse, as it helped me through a lot in my life, and I believe it can help you too. Thank you so much for watching. Remember that God is always with you, and I wish you the best in your journey. Have an amazing day and an even better Christmas. Peace.
You are.